everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the hands behind Lovecraft Crochet. My plushies are for the anxious, depressed, autistic, and neurodivergent. Small enough to travel in a purse, backpack, diaper bag, or even your pocket. You can check out my Facebook page or TikTok to see what patterns are available and stay tuned for the new ones coming out. I also make hats, scarves, blankets, and dice bags for the tabletop gamer or dice goblin in your life. Feel free to order through the page, TikTok DMs, or via email at love.craft.crochet@gmail.com. Now, on to the segment.
Top of the day, everyone. I'm Nisha.
And I'm Buddha Badass.
And we're the hosts of Hot Garbage True Crime Edition. Do you guys like true crime?
I really don't. I feel like you force me on this show every freaking time I come here.
Do you guys enjoy listening to victims and murderers and grotesque stuff?
People that are sick in the freaking head, that's who likes it. That's who likes it.
Well, if you like that kind of stuff, then you should totally check us out. I mean, every single Thursday, we drop the most hottest cases, and we have fun while doing it.
You drop the most hottest cases? You drop murder and death. Kill. Death.
How many people can actually say that they have fun while listening to a true crime podcast? And I feel like that's what we do here.
So you're just not going to listen to me now? I'm just going to say this and you're not going to listen to me?
And you know what? Our listeners are not just our listeners, but they're our friends and our trash pandas. We love you guys.
They're a lot, and I will agree to that part, but I'm still just mad at you for just not talking to me. They're paying you this well to say all this.
So check out Hot Garbage on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Check us out. Every single Thursday, a new episode drops.
I officially hate this commercial. On some real.
Due to the graphic and disturbing nature of the crimes discussed, listener discretion is advised. Retrostatic Radio presents Killing 15 Minutes.
Hello and welcome to Killing 15 Minutes, where you get your true crime fix in 15 minutes or less, or your podcast is free. I'm your writer, Sam Rossi, and shortly I'll be handing over a rough draft of a script to my brother, AJ, who hasn't read it, who's most likely has no idea what we're talking about. This should be fun. Good luck, bro.
Thanks, Sam. And thank you, Audacity, for the update. Cynthia Lynn Coffman was born January 19th, 1962, in St. Louis, Missouri. Or Missouri, if you're one of those people.
Yep.
Supposedly, she was a privileged daughter of a businessman raised by devout Catholics. Wiki says the opposite, though.
Except they were still Catholics.
So there were Catholics.
They're saying that one source said that she was a privileged daughter. The other one said that he was a drunk and...
Your standard, or your standard, murderer backstory of... They were affluent and nice, or... Right. He was a douchebag.
Yeah, so it's one of those, Wiki says otherwise.
Okay. Kaufman became pregnant at 17 and was forced into a loveless marriage. After 5 years, she left her husband and fled west. She landed in Page, Arizona, waiting tables. She met a local man and moved in with him. Doug Huntley was the boyfriend. In the fall of 1985, the couple was evicted after multiple complaints. On May 8th, 1986, the couple were stopped for a California roll, a.k.a. rolling through a stop sign, in Barstow, California. Lull. Why is there a lull? Oh, because they were in Barstow, California. Okay. I'm sorry. And Sam, don't ever fucking write LOL in my scripts again.
Yes. I don't think I'd do it again.
Well, you haven't done it before, I think.
I don't think
so.
You
write ha-ha, or you write, you thought that was funny. You just never LOL'd at me.
I actually LOL'd out.
There's an emoji in one of these. I'm going to smack you.
No?
Emoticon, sorry.
No, I haven't done emoticons.
Officers found a loaded Derringer and a quantity of meth in her purse. She was released, but Huntley ended up spending 6 weeks in county jail. During one of Kaufman's visits, she met James Gregory Marlowe. Marlowe was doing time for stealing his 6th wife's car. Born in 1957, he was a thief by 10 and committed to Folsom Prison by 1980 for robberies and knife point robberies. is knife point robbery, or is it a strong arm robbery with a knife?
I'm going to assume it's a strong arm robbery with a knife, but it could have totally came through and going, give me the money.
I meant that as knife point robbery. Was that what he was charged with, or was it armed
knife...
robbery with a knife?
No, knife point robbery.
Is that actually a phrase?
In California, who knows?
Your Californian wife.
Yeah, I didn't ask her on this one.
He served 3 years, giving him the moniker of the Folsom Wolf, with neo-Nazi Aryan Brotherhood tattoos. Of fucking course. Everyone always does AB. Anyways, when Marlowe was released, the new couple left California in June of '86. They went to Marlowe's family in the border south, and in the border south?
Yeah, along the border of Texas and everything. We're Mexico, border south.
Is it called the border south?
I thought it sounded good.
So this is a word you came up with.
I'm 90% sure I read it, but I can't be sure anymore. Do you know how many stories I've read?
How about the south border?
Or southern border. There you go.
Yes, but border south. And the couple bounced around family members, stealing when kicked out. On July 26, 1986, the pair were linked to a home burglary in Whitley County, Kentucky. They got cash, some jewelries, and a shotgun. Days later, the pair married in Tennessee. Coffman celebrated with a tattoo on her ass. I belong to the Folsom Wolf. How big was her ass? That's a lot of... An ass tattoo should be like... Okay, I mean, if they did it... If it's that size... Did you see it?
No, I didn't even Google it. I'm assuming from all the years of watching Ink Master that it probably wasn't on her ass, probably more towards the hip zone.
No, I know what you mean. It's the ass, air quotes there.
Yeah.
But again, that's a lot of words.
I belong to the Folsom Wolf.
Woof.
Woof.
The Folsom Wolf.
Oof.
Anyways, they headed west in search of prey. The evening of October 11th, 1986, 32-year-old Sandra Neary left home in Costa Mesa, California. Her plan was to visit the ATM at her bank. Her body was found on the 24th by hikers near Corona in Riverside County. Pamela Simmons, 35, was reported missing in Bullhead City, Arizona on October 28th. Her car was abandoned near police headquarters. Investigators speculated that she had been snatched while at the curbside ATM. On November 7th, 20-year-old Corinna Novis vanished going to get cash in Redland, California. She was taken from an urban mall in broad daylight. Novis's checkbook was found in a Laguna Niguel dumpster, tucked inside a takeout bag, and papers with the couple's names. 19-year-old Lynelle Murray went missing on November 12th. Her boyfriend reported her missing, and her car was still at her job in Orange County, California. Her body was found in a Huntington Beach motel. She had been strangled. Investigators linked the couple to a San Bernardino motel room, when the manager found stationery with practice signatures of Murray's. A look at Marlowe's record and a statewide alert was issued. On November 14th, 1986, police were called to a mountain lodge in Big Bear City, California. The proprietor identified the couple as guests. A 100-man posse found the lodge empty, and they swept the woods, and they found the couple hiking a mountain road. The pair surrendered without issue. Well, I mean, there was a 100-man posse on the ass. I doubt they were going to go that hard. They were wearing stolen clothes from the dry cleaners where Murray had worked. Within hours in custody, Coffman led the officers to the shallow grave of Novis near a Fontana vineyard.
Vineyard?
Technically, it's called a vineyard, okay?
I'm not arguing. We just add that French accent to it.
Vineyard. The couple were officially charged with murder of Novis on November 17th. They were given no bond and spent the 32 months leading up to their trial in prison. Investigators told the press they found both sets of fingerprints inside Novus's car, and Coffman was linked to a Fontana pawn shop, where she pawned the typewriter of Novus's. While waiting for their trial, there was a falling out between the lovers. When asked by her lawyer what she needed, Coffman replied, "Yeah, you can find someone to help me lose this damn tattoo." On July 18th, 1989, their trial started in San Bernardino County. Their trial was combined. By August 30th, they were convicted and sentenced to death. Cynthia Coffman was the first woman sentenced to death since 1977. The last time a woman was sentenced to death, it was the 3 women from the Manson family murders. As of 2024, she is sitting on death row at Central California Women's Facility. Whew, doggy. This is an air quote nice one.
I understand. It's nice, quaint. No,
I always hate when it turns into just reading the victims. Not necessarily because the victims' names should always be known.
Yes.
And everything like that. But because it almost feels like there's nothing really else to say other than, here's some dead people.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel that at the very top of this, you pointed out that Wikipedia said she had a shit childhood and all that.
Yeah.
Whereas other sources said no, she was actually fairly privileged and,
Yeah,
she was affluent or at least normal. I use air quotes on normal.
middle class.
Yeah, even lower middle class. Just what it was one of those she had no. Which do you feel, given what she did, or what she was at least aiding and abetting, accessory to? What would you say would be the? I mean, we've done 70 of these.
Yep.
We've done a fuck ton of these. What do you think? Once again, this is not a professional opinion on anything. It's just.
Well, what I think happens to be, do I think that she deserved death? Oh, yeah. Too bad she's in California.
No, I meant just what her origin.
Her origin?
Do you think that the wiki's right and that she had
No.
the standard, abusive childhood and all that shit?
I don't think Wiki was right because it was one of those things that I only found it on Wiki. I couldn't find it anywhere else.
Oh, okay, so it was just.
But I wanted to say, hey, there is another opinion about this that might be actually true. That's in a completely place that I don't look
That you
at.
did, yeah.
I do most of my things off of Murderpedia and Wikipedia.
Fair, but I agree. I think, especially since
She didn't start committing any crimes.
until she was with a hardened criminal who
Yes.
had,
Now, could she have had Stockholm Syndrome?
I don't necessarily think Stockholm Syndrome. I think.
Well, you love somebody so much you don't... maybe it's not Stockholm Syndrome. What's the word?
Those crimes looked like they were very rough. They weren't like stretched out over many years. It looked a lot like it was in '86.
Yes.
So I could easily see it as she gets swept up in the moment because
The drugs, somebody,
normal people, again I use air quotes on normal, because I think a big issue in the world is that we assume normality is normal. Or should be the default. Normal is an average, and even the average person does not have the thick enough skin, and this is a bad way of phrasing this, have the thick enough skin to be able to say no to urges. Here's what I mean. An affluent person would go, I didn't know that was wrong, because they don't foresee knowing the consequences.
Okay.
Now, you can argue that someone in a more poverty-stricken area who's been stealing, who knows people who've gone to jail and everything like that, do know theirs, but their MO, or their, it's not modus operandi, what's that thing that makes people do things?
Motivation?
Motivation. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Their reason for doing what they're doing is based on necessity. So they're usually better at it than morons.
Yeah.
I say usually because we do a lot of they got caught, so it's still
I do try to have a
closure. You
Closure.
like closure.
I like closure.
But at the same time, it's like I could easily see her, her boyfriend gets abducted. Her boyfriend gets arrested. She finds a new person who gives her that rush.
Yep.
And because he's already a hardened criminal, he has Aryan Brotherhood tattoos. He's in it for a lot longer haul than not.
Yes.
And he's also apparently had 6 wives beforehand.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the weird one.
So it's very easy for her to be swept up in it.
Yep.
And, even assist him in it because she's riding high on the fun.
Yep.
Versus any sort of necessity.
Right.
So that's why I think that it would be not. She could have been abused by her,
Yeah, and
she could have been a privileged businessman's daughter.
Yep.
And still gotten abused.
Yes.
That's also very possible. 1 in 4 women in the U.S. are sexually assaulted.
Yep.
80 to 90% of them will be sexually harassed or be involved in domestic abuse.
That sounds about right.
I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, and I'm probably over-exaggerating them.
Well,
because a lot of people like going, well, not really, because, see, the arrest record is different than the conviction record, because fucking people keep wanting to justify domestic fucking abuse. I'm sorry. That's its own thing. That has nothing to do with this. I'm okay. Let me at them. But anyways, final thoughts?
Final thoughts is that, you could be right. That, she most likely was abused at some point. But she was in a loveless marriage, so could be that.
I mean, yeah, that
coersion. Could be traumatic to her,
right.
From the, I have to marry this guy because I got pregnant. And then...
Yeah.
So, there's things. She had contributing factors to her insanity.
I wouldn't say insanity.
No, she wasn't insane.
But no one gets a tattoo of I belong...
Well, she wasn't exactly sane when you get a tattoo that says I belong to the Folsom Wolf.
Sorry, this one got away from us.
It did. Close out.
This wasn't even one of the important ones.
No, but we got a little gone.
I'm AJ Carey.
I'm Sam Rossi.
Later, y'all!
Killing 15 Minutes is hosted by Arthur Carey, with scripts written and researched by Sam Rossi. If you like this episode or want to stay updated on this series, consider following Killing 15 Minutes on Patreon or Retrostatic Radio on all major social media platforms. Good night and God bless.
You're watching Retrostatic Radio.
Wheel of Random is turn, turn, turn. Tell us the 15 minutes we shall learn.
I'm Sam Rossi, writer and co-host of Randomly 15 Minutes, where the wheel of randomness gives me the topic and I write about it.
I'm Megan Klodnicki, and I'm the host of Randomly 15 Minutes. I cold read what Sam writes and learn in real time about a random topic.
You can find us on all major podcast platforms and YouTube.
Follow us on Facebook at Randomly 15 Minutes to get more random facts.